Yo, history was just made today. Do y'all remember some time ago when I made that made the video about the last Da Vinci painting, Salvator Mundi, Savior of the World, right? Well, today it went on auction. I remember that, and I tried to see if it was going to show it live. They didn't show it live, but it went on auction today, and tonight, it was sold. And when I tell you this number that it was sold for, now here's the thing. When I read the article, the last video I did about this, it said that whether or not it will reach 100 million. I said, and you can check the record for this, I said it would reach over 100 million. If you claim this to be the last Da Vinci piece, the last Da Vinci painting ever, it's gonna go way over 100 million. That wasn't even a question for me. I said also in the video it was going to break records. I'm gonna read it for you right now. Here we go. This is from the Christie'S auction website. The article is Leonardo's Salvator Mundi, Leonardo's Savior of the World, makes auction history. The rediscovered masterpiece by the Renaissance master sells for an historic, here we go, 450,312,500 US dollars, obliterating the previous world record for the most expensive work of art at auction. Read it. Let's go. Let's see what goes. On a historic night at Christie's in New York, Salvator Mundi, a depiction of Christ as the Savior of the world by one of history's greatest and most renowned artists, sold for $450,312,500, including buyer's premium. Okay, so it actually didn't sell for that money, but if you include the buyer's premium, which is like commission, kind of like a commission thing, if you take all that into account, the total was $450,312,500 US dollars, becoming the most expensive painting ever sold at auction. I told you what was going to happen. If this is going to be the last Da Vinci painting ever that he ever made, well, not ever made, but it's the last one that we have found. It's the last article that I read said that he made a little less than 20 paintings. So 20 paintings that we know of for a fact that have been confirmed to be Da Vinci piece has been put on auction. This was said to be the last Da Vinci piece that we have found, that we know of. And I knew it was going to obliterate. I knew it was going to go crazy. All right? This stunning price reflects the extreme rarity of paintings by Leonardo da Vinci. There are fewer, as I said, there are fewer than 20 in existence acknowledged as being from the artist's own hand, and all apart from Salvator Mundi in museum collections. So as far as we know, 20 paintings are confirmed to be made by Leonardo da Vinci. This one's said to be the last one. Let's read some more. The global interest in a work that has been hailed as the greatest artistic rediscovery for the last 100 years saw a rapt audience in nearly 1,000 art collectors, dealers, advisors, journalists, and onlookers. This was the Super Bowl of art collecting. Simple as that. This was the Super Bowl art collecting, Game 7 of the World Series, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, all of that wrapped into one for art. This is where you wanted to be. If you didn't get there, you just missed it. See, packed into the main auction room at Rockefeller Center, with many thousands more tuning in via live stream. Told you, via live stream. Since the sale of Salvator Mundi was announced, since they put on auction, announced on October 10th, at Christie's, almost 13,000 people flocked at Christie's exhibition of they call it the male Mona Lisa in Hong Kong, London. Wow, the male Mona Lisa, that's another way to put it. The male Mona Lisa in Hong Kong, London, San Francisco, and New York. The first time the painter has ever been shown to the public in Asia or the Americas. I've already shown you the piece in my last video. Let's see. And they show some other pieces that were on. But yo, 400. Let me read that number again. I don't think y'all understand what I just said. Read this again. 450,312,500 US dollars. A painting was sold for nearly $500 million. What? A painting was sold for nearly $500 million. $500 million. $500 million is 500 million. This almost reached $500 million. Absolutely nuts. Who bought it? I want to know who bought it. We should read it. Who had the money to buy this? Let me read some more. Who bought this? I want to know their name. Yeah, tell the dimensions. So, Jesus, man. Let me see if it say who bought this. The inclusion of Salvator Mundi in the National Gallery landmarks in terms of the most complete display of such works. Who bought it? I want to know who bought it. These regulars were rated by. Okay, who bought it? Let me type it in. Who bought it? And who bought the Da Vinci piece? Who bought it? Where you at? Where you at? We're gonna do this today. See who bought it. Let me see. Who purchased? Okay, my spelling is all off right there. Who purchased Salvator Mundi? What's his name? What's their name? I got to know who did. I got to know who did this. Who pulled this move off right here? Who did it? It was so that. Now I'm pretty sure they're not going to really give the name of the collector, but I'm just looking just to see if they did, just to see if they happen to drop a name or two. Jeez, 400. Frick. So the person who did the auction, the person who holds the gavel, his name is their name is, I don't know, he or she. Their name is Jesse Plinkinen. Plinkinen. Okay, I said it right. I'm gonna read some of the story. Here we go. Look. Here we go. All right. Tonight was an absolute packed sales room at Christie's headquarters at Rockefeller Center. This is kind of like the play-by-play for it. In New York, Leonardo da Vinci Salvator Mundi, circa 1500, sold for $450.3 million. Jeez, every time I read that, it go crazy. That figure is by a long shot. That figure is by a long shot the all-time record for a painting at auction, and with buyer's premium, the most ever believed to have been paid for our work. The work had carried guaranteed understood to be around 100 million. So it quickly, it was a certainly to sell. Yes, it's like it's gonna go, like the minimum was 100 million. Cause like when they start off a piece, they give a minimum that is not going any below that. So the minimum was 100 million. So we're gonna start us off with 100 million. Then they start doing the bidding. Say 100 million. So it was certainly to sell. Yes, it was. But the bidding blew past that number quickly and kept going over the course of 19 minutes. Like, this is how fast this stuff goes. Scattered applause and whistles went through the sales room. When the work reached 200 million, it caused the auctioneer Jesse Plankinen to hush the crowd. The bidding slowed around 230 million. The bidders dueled. So they're not saying the bidder's name. They're just saying the bidders dueled. That means they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it kept climbing to 240 million, then 250 million, then 255 million, then 260 million. The bidding increments slowed, climbing by 2 million at a time. That means just kept going to 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. To 268, to 268 million, to then 270 million. Then it reached 282 million, then 284 million. Still two of you in the game. So it was two. It was two people mainly bidding. That's usually how it goes. Like, everybody gets weed out. Then you got two bidders who are just gun ho for it. It says still two of you in the game here. Plinkett said. As he moved towards a sale, the bidding jumped to two. So he was about to drop that gavel. Then the bidding jumped to 286 million, which was answered with 300 million. I thought so, Plinkett said, as the room erupted in laughter and cheer, meaning he knew that it wasn't going to end. This was going to keep going. The bidding sat there for moments. Well, wait. Historic moment here, he said. But it kept climbing. 310 million to then it just kept climbing to 310 million to 318 million. Are we all done in the sales room? He asked. It went to 320 million. We're still not done, he says. Then 350 million arrived, followed by 352 million. And then Plankton took a drink of water, playing it cool, apparently unconcerned. He was losing his mind, I already know. Finally, a bid of 400 million came, which was enough to win the day. Buyers will pay about 50 million in fees. That's the buyer's fee, 50. So all the taxes and the fees and blah 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 blah. That's not including the actual price of the piece. You have the actual the other fees go on, which went to about 50 million, roughly 50 million. The results came after a marketing campaign by Christie'S that spared no expense, involving a worldwide tour of paintings. Jeez, man. So I'm still not seeing. Hold on. It don't say who. They're gonna show who bought this piece. They're gonna show who bought this piece. They're gonna show it. But man, can you believe that? Jeez, man, that number is nuts. Oh man, I wish I was there in the building to see that. Like you. One day I'm gonna be in there with maybe something historic is happening. I'm gonna live stream that thing or something. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's crazy. I just want to drop that on you. I just got the news today from my Instagram feed from Christie'S, all that stuff. Crazy. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Well, thank you all for listening. And this news right here hitting. Leave a comment down below, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you all later. Peace. 400, man.